show you how to design another lock. Let's imagine we'd like to make a 1-inch spot weld lock. We can come over here and click on our lock section, decide whether or not we'd like to modify an existing lock, or we can create a new one. Let's create a new one again. We're going to click on empty space, make sure nothing is highlighted, then I'm going to click on create a new lock. We're going to call it test spot weld. Once again, we have a male and a female. First, we're going to work on the male. Imagine on the male side we would like to have a 1-inch allowance that comes straight out of the fitting. Well, let's zoom out a little bit. All we need to do is grab our line by line tool. We can come down to our 0, 0, connect to our 1-inch, move it over straight, and then come back down. We can click on each line once again to make sure everything is correct. See, the X value here is 0, the Y is 1 inch. On the other side, we're going to have the X value is going to be 0. The Y will be -1, once again, because we're coming down on the Y axis. And once again, we have a flat line across the top, so the Y value is 0. And X we're going to need to auto width, so it runs this allowance all the way down to the end. So let's click on auto width. We can click on our female. You can see how it applies the lock. And now on the female side, we're going to say that we would just like a raw edge. In order to design a raw edge, all you need to do is take your line by line tool, start at 0, 0, just come across any distance you want, make sure that it clicks onto the point. You will notice that PractiCAM always snaps onto grid areas, right where they intersect. So we're going to click one time. Now we're going to click on the line, we're going to click on auto width, and essentially what we have here is now a raw edge. It is important to draw a raw edge if you would like this allowance to work. So now we have our female and our male test spot weld. We can click on save, and then we can come out to a fitting in which we would use this. For example, let's pick up a squared around fitting, and let's add a collar to this squared around. I'm going to say collar or straight out 5 inches. Now you will notice here let's put the lock as undefined, and let's measure the lock. You can see here, if we use our measuring tool, that with no lock added to this collar, the length is 56.55 inches. We're now going to come into lock on body and look for our lock, which is called test spot weld. We can click on it, and you can already see the notch, so we know that it's been applied. And now we can measure the total length from one end to the other. You'll notice it's exactly 1 inch longer. The allowance we've designed is raw edge on one side, or the male side, and then on the female side, right here, we have our 1-inch spot weld, as we can see. Next, we're going to show you how to design connectors.